everybody, and welcome along to our collaboration day. It's the collaboration between myself and Kyung Shotwell, and we choose a prompt week about. And last week, well, the week before actually, because I'm a bit late, Kyung chose the prompt that was staples. Oh my goodness, that really set me thinking. It's not any. I didn't find it easy. Thank you, Kyung, is all I can say. But we've been progressing. The first week I chose was stencils, and that was that. We did some jelly plate printing. Second one, Kyung chose garden, and that's what I did for that one. This was one that I did, and I cannot remember what it was. Wonder what it was. I wonder. Was it stencils? Yeah. No, we chose stencils the week before. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it was, that's the page for it. And then this one, which Kyung chose, and that was black and white. So I've got a bit of a sort of flip thing going on here. Oh, I've got quite a bit of a flip thing going on. It goes on and on and on. And that all folds up there. And then we've got the one concession to not black and white, which is the red rose, which I really like. And then this one was the week after. Once again, I can't remember what that was, but I put, turquoise and teal, that's right. Turquoise and gold. So this is my turquoise, which I put through an embossing machine, and it's sort of got a quilted look to it, the embossing. And everywhere it intersected, I put one of those little gold brads. I think that turned out quite nice, really. It looks quite fabricy. Then I've got one of my gentlemen, my found relatives, with a nice gold frame. So inside there is also a big journaling card with a big blingy butterfly. So I've definitely fulfilled the turquoise and gold, definitely. So that's that page, which brings us on to this page, which is empty. So that must be today. Right, so it's staples. Yikes. Right, the first thing that I have done is cut out a piece of this pink. It's actually got a texture to it. It's sort of linen-y texture, which I'm not keen on. But however, I find it difficult to glue down because it's so textured. But that's besides the point. So that's going to be my back page. It's going to cover the tea stain paper, and I've made myself a little ruffle out of pink, which is going to go down that side. Okay, so far so good. Then jiggery pokery occurs, but I'll get into that in a minute. You can see it's quite pinky. There's a pinky thing going on here. Anyway, let's do this first. Let's stick this ruffle down here. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. Well, will if the Fabri-Tac chooses to play? Ah, yes. Come on, Fabri-Tac. It's a nice day to play inside today because it's raining, horizontal rain out there. It's disgusting. But Mr. F's got the lunch on, and that smells absolutely gorgeous. Some sort of spaghetti bolognese type thing. Right, which shall I make the top? I'll make this the top here. And I want it so the thread is just not visible on this side. So there's a bit hanging out, but not too much. So let's hope that's going to stick. And then I can just trim my ends off. And that one's all right. So yeah, there we go. So I'll give that a minute or two to stick. It should. It's Fabri-Tac, so it should be all right. And the next thing that I'm going to do is affix this piece of, these are from 12 by 12 pads that I've got that I'm kind of trying to use up. This is a Crafter's Companion one that I got from the range, but you know, they were inexpensive, so and I can't see I'm going to use them for anything else, so let's just get them used up. Right, so that's going to go there, Then we are going to have a floating pocket like that there, and then it'll get titivated up. But the important thing is where I put my staples, and I'm not going to put them in the sort of place you might think they would go. I'm not going to staple this down or anything. I'm going to try something a bit more complex, but who knows if it's actually going to work. I really have not tried this out before. It may work, it should work, but it might not. So let's put that fairly centrally on there, and then I'm going to make some marks through onto here. So about there, about there, I think. Just lifting my floating card up, so as I think I'm getting these staple positions correct. Yeah, I think that looks about right. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is use my staples. Oh, I've lost my Tiny Tim. Here he is. Yeah, I heard Julie the other day calling her tiny attacher Tiny Tim, and I like that idea. It's a good idea, so I might implement that. So I'm just going to put as many staples as I can get in one sort of place. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll do, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that'll be all right. I really don't know. As I say, I have definitely not practiced this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, brilliant, I've run out of staples. Let me just pause you there while I go and find my staples. Okay, so I think I'm all charged up again. Let's get some more staples in here. Okay, got a bit of a sharp bit sticking out there. Mr. F's left me everything else from yesterday, and no, he's left me a block of wood. That might do the job. Cover your ears, guys. Oh, that one's coming out. Ah, a whack whack. Thank you. Right, let's use that then. I'll give that a try and see. Oh, that one's coming out. See if I've got enough staples in there. Right, ultimately that's going to have on top of it this piece to cover the staples and the back of our library card. So I need to know, but nothing else. Oh yeah, there'll be a bit to cover that. So yeah, I need it to be strong enough. Just about. I thought I had another magnet that I'd laid out. It's probably attached itself to something metallic by now. That would have been too simple for it to still be lying around. Let's see. I'm not saying this is the best use of expensive magnets, don't get me wrong, but I did want to come up with something slightly different for staples, and we thought of lots of things actually, but I decided I'd give this a go. Of course, if it doesn't work, then you'll never see it. Right, let's see if that one, yeah, that does. So does it hold it up? Yes, it does. It does. Okay, we're all right then. So I need 4 magnets ultimately, but the next thing I need to do is stick this down. I have inked around all of them, all the pieces with tattered rose, and I'm thinking that I might quite like to sew around them as well, because it's fairly plain and the pink just disappears into the pink. So yeah, I've put a sort of corally colour on my machine because I quite like that, and I think there are corally colours in here. So yes, I think what I will do is sew around that. Then this library card, it's in 2 pieces, and I've just punched out the top there just to make it a bit prettier. And I could sew around that as well when I'm there, couldn't I? And that would be another job done. But really I want to put a backing on there. No, I'll do that later. Right, I'll go off and sew around that. Don't know whether to sew around this as well. No, I'll just sew around these 2. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, so I've sewn around those, a little zigzag. I'll just trim the ends of the thread off. This is not a project where I want my traily ends. So Catkin found his way into the back bedroom this morning. He doesn't normally, we normally have the door shut, but it was left open, and the first thing I knew about it was when I was sitting down here, sort of directly under it, I suppose, and I heard an almighty crash. Almighty crash. So, yeah. I think the first thing to do really is put these... don't know how to go about doing this, you know. I do not know. I can bring that down a little bit to there. Maybe across to there. Right. So if that's going to go there, if that journal card is going to go there, then I need this one to slide in behind it. So let's just make a mark of where we want the height, there and there. And then where do I want it to go to? Yikes, this is tricky. I hadn't thought that it was going to be this tricky. Oh dear. It's always tricky. When I'm involved, it's always tricky. And about there and there, I think that's going to be okay. We'll just have to see. No, I don't want blinking Fabri-Tac, thanks very much. I'll have colour. So this piece has got no other function really, apart from it looks pretty, A, and secondly, it's covering up the ugly staples. So that's its job in life. So let's put that on sort of where the marks that we made are. So that's the side, that's the bottom. And I think that's right, you know, it could be. There's the staples and there's the staples. Yeah, I can sort of feel them. We might be all right. So that's that on anyway. Oh well, so far so good. That looks nice. Oh dear, I don't even know where my Timmy towel's gone in all this. I haven't got a clue. I had a clean up yesterday so Mr. F could... oh, there it is, under all these journals. Oh my goodness. There we are. Needs a wash, this Timmy towel. Right, so this is going to go onto there. And it's going to have magnets stuck on the back. And to disguise the magnets, I need... another piece of paper, and I'm going to use this pink because it's perfectly fine to journal onto. I mean, I would leave that, except you'd see the magnets, which wouldn't be very nice. So let's work out then Well, let's cut a bit of card out, the same as this, and then we can work out where the magnets need to go. So let's just mark this where we need it to be, which is there, and let's just square that up at the bottom and there. So let's trim that off with a Timmy trimmer. Mr. F's making the fire up. It's so miserable here. It's actually not that cold. It's just very miserable. Right, so I need to ink around this, I reckon. Where's my dauber? Is that my dauber? Must be my dauber. Yeah, so we'll ink around that. You can't see masses of it, of the inking, but you know, I've done it on all the other pieces, so I'm going to do it on here. I've just got my little finger dauber because I don't really want to dirty one of my big ones, because I'm not in a tattered rose phase at the moment. I'm finishing off the Proto Timmy and the Timmy massive lap books. Honestly, they're getting ridiculously large now. And then I'm going to swing right on over to Edith Holden and do an Edith lap book, but putting in all the things that I've learned from this lap book, which is don't make it so blinking fat. It's ridiculous. Right, so here's my thing. So this is the back of the, wow, that's quite large. Is it really that large? Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, that's the back, that side down. Let's get my magnets out and see if they want to play at all. Yeah, they're sort of finding their feet. That's good. And we need another 2 for the bottom. It's attached itself to a pokey tool. So that one and one more. That one. Right, so it's telling us now where it wants to be. Excellent. That's good. So no more guesswork. It's probably slightly nearer the edge than I would have wanted. Let's just move that up a little bit. That's great. You can see the magnets moving with it, so there's definitely some attraction there. Some attraction. Let's just check that they are where they want to be. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm just going to draw around those and then put some glue down. Well, actually I can do that now. Let's just put some glue down where they are. They are self-adhesive, but the self-adhesive bit is on the top, which isn't helping us. Right, there we go. So that's where they're going to be, and that's the back piece for the library card. It's complicated, isn't it? Shouldn't be. Should not be this complicated. Right. So let's take off the self-adhesive bit. Make sure it's gone back to where it wants to be, where it's feeling the attraction. Yeah, I think that's all right. Let's get rid of those. Okay, so now we can stick our library card down onto that piece of paper. It's funny thing, every single time when I use magnets, I kind of feel like that you have to do things back to front a bit. Oh, just dropped a load of glue on there. Yeah, you've got to sort of think, oh, what's going to go there and what's going to go there, and then kind of work backwards really. But I'm hoping this is going to work, obviously, because it'd look a right Charlie if it didn't. Okay, so let's stick this on to that, what will be the backing piece for the library pocket. Okay, that's great. So let's just remove that from there. Just press that down nicely. Lovely. So you want to make sure that the magnets are pressed down. That self-adhesive that they come with is really strong, but you just have to apply pressure, because without the pressure nothing happens. So yeah, I think that's all right. I'm quite happy with that, I think. Let's see if it wants to stick on. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, excellent. I don't know why I was so excited about it, because really it's nothing flash. But anyway, so this is our journaling card that's going to go in the library tag. Library, yeah, whatever it's called. Library pocket is what it's called. Got a bit of glue there, which is most annoying. Let's just get that up. So yeah, this is the card that goes in there. Is it too long? It might be just a tad too long. Ultimately I want to put this on it. So let's just have a little recce and see what's going on here. Yeah, I think I could lose just a little bit of height there. To be honest, I don't need it quite that tall. So we'll just take off, I don't know, that's 3/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, something along those lines. Doesn't really matter. Around the corners. And ink. Lovely. So, straighten yourself up, boy. That's it. So here's our little card. So it's going down into there. Yeah, I think that's a better height altogether. So what I propose to do is stick that onto there, but I'm going to put, that's upside down, I'm going to put some book page behind it, just as a point of difference, because it's all a bit pinky. It's very pinky. So I don't want much, and I'll tear it. I'll come down a couple of lines. This is the same Pride and Prejudice book that I've been using forever. But it's such a lovely colour. But it is really fragile. It tears just when you look at it, to be honest. Okay, so that's that. And then about there. A little bit more, oh no, there. Tear that off about there. And let's see what we've got. Yeah, that looks nice. Just something different, isn't it? There. Got a bit of a thing going on here that I'm not awfully keen of. Let's see, what do you look like? Look nice. That's what you look like. So let's stick that in. I might ink around here. I'm not a great one for inking book pages at the best of times, but let's give it a bit of pink ink, see what happens. Not masses, but just a bit. So I hope everybody's well. This is wanting to split on me just from doing inking, but we're sticking it down, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I hope everybody's well. That's the one. It's coming up to winter flu season and stuff, so oh, that's good. I tried to move that and it wanted to go back to where it lives. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's coming up to winter flu season, so that's never much fun. I think it's about, I can't remember now if it's 2 years or 3 years ago, that Mr. F and myself actually had flu. Not, you know, not a cold that you want to call a flu. We actually had flu type A, and we were very ill. I had pneumonia and a collapsed lung, and yeah, wasn't well at all. Let's just stick that. So yeah, we're very keen never to have flu again, because it was, oh, it's terrible. But we live to tell the tale, and that's really all that matters. It was right over Christmas as well, so I mean, we didn't want anything to eat, never mind a Christmas dinner. We weren't well enough to cook it anyway, so oh dear. Right, so that's going to go there. Yeah, I like that. These are just some little things that I got from my good friend Ali. You're never quite sure what you're going to get, to be fair. Sometimes they put the measurements on, sometimes they don't. So it's a bit of guesswork. But you know, generally I order several things in one go. And yeah, maybe some of them might be not exactly what you expected or not what you want. But I was going to say they're so inexpensive. They are creeping up. The prices are creeping up, I see. So you've got to be a bit more careful with what you buy. Right, let's put that there. There we are, that's lovely. Yeah, I really like that actually. Does that look square? Squarish. Squarish. So that's going to go into there, like that, and that looks lovely, I think. But this probably needs something. Now I've got a little pink bow that I quite like the look of, and despite the fact I have now bought the Tim Holtz saying things twice, I still can't find them. I've lost them again. Let's put these magnets away before they attach themselves to everything on the desk, which they would. So I've got these letters. I don't know if they're Tim Holtz, don't know who they're by, but I thought I might like to spell out hello. So let's just see if I've got all the letters I need. H, E, L. Oh, one L. Okay, that's not much good. What have I got here? H, E. They're weird L's as well. How about something like forever? Let's do that. F, O, R, E, V, E, R. Yeah, let's do forever. On the grounds that, you know, we're a bit stuck for other words. I was going to take that off there for a second so it's just a bit easier to work with. And I'm just going to draw myself a little line so I've got a base place to put my word in. Because, you know, if I didn't, you know what would happen to it. Yeah, you do. So there's my base line. So let's start off with an F, a big F, a capital F. I think these are going to stick by themselves, but time will tell. That doesn't even look straight. Oh. I'm just butting it right up to that last one, so if the last one wasn't straight, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, guys. But wouldn't be the first time, would it? Not even sure I like this now. Oops. I think I might be going down the hill. Yeah, I might be going down the hill here. I'm going to have to live with it. I do not know where these came from. It could have been a charity shop thing from Mr. F, to be honest. Oh, I think once they're stuck, you've got to live with it. I hope I get an E and an R in there. Did not think about that. Did not even think about it. Oh well, the R's going to be on the stitching. Oh dear, not my best work. Oh blimey, it's just about hanging over the side, that one. Right on the side. There we are, forever. I don't think I like that very much, but it's on there now. There's not much I can do about it. So I've got this little bow. I could put that on there, which might kind of disguise some of that hanging off the edge. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? I could put it there, I suppose. Yeah, I think it looks better there. Which is the right way of this bow, then? I think that's the right side. So let's stick some Fabri-Tac on there. Oh dear me. Ooh, come on, Fabri-Tac. A little bit on each of the sides just to hold it still. Now I can't get it off. Right, so let's just pop this where we want it, which is about there. Yeah, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I'm not convinced that that's right in anybody's book. Let's give it a good burnish and see what happens, shall we? It's got glue all over it from yesterday, from Mr. F's exploits. So yeah, that's not too bad. It's all right. Oops. It's all right. And that's our journaling card. Pop that down in there. Yeah, and that should, yeah. It makes a snappy sound. Look at that. That's quite clever, isn't it, for using magnets? Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So now all we've got to do is stick it in our book, in our signature, and I think that'll look all right. Yeah, quite pretty, in fact. Right, so I'm just going to take this signature, this page out of the signature, and I'm going to take whatever I can out of here. I'm going to take this out of here just to flatten it so we can get this on in place. And I'll take that off, so we're left with just the basics. Yeah, call all dear, that's what you need. Yeah, you can hear that surface, can't you? I don't like it very much. I ordered it online, the paper pad, and it didn't say anything at all about being textured. But I'm not keen. Ooh. Stay on the paper. Quite like the frill down the side, the ruffle, like it. Plenty of glue on the staples. Lovely. Let's get that down. Just back off a little bit from the actual centre crease. Yeah, that's fine there. So let's just stick it down. Let's get my Timmy towel out just in case. I can see some places there is a little bit of seepage, so we'll just get that picked up straight away. There we go, lovely. And that just clips on, just like that. Isn't that magical? Ah, dear, I'm not suggesting that you all start doing that. For one thing, it's quite expensive, you know, it uses 4 magnets and they're not cheap. But it could be an idea to get you out of a fix sometime if you need a magical, mystical pocket. Or anything, could be an envelope, could be anything. But that's it, you can't see the magnets, you can't see the staples. It's like, how did that work? How does it work? Well, it does, like that. So that is my page for staples. Yeah, that was a cunning one. That was cunning, I must say. So the next page, it's my turn to choose, and I think, yeah, where are we? We're at the 20th of November today. It's 5 weeks today till Christmas Day. Should I choose Christmas? I don't do a lot of Christmas, but should I choose it? Well, yeah, I'm going to. Christmas. That's the prompt for this page. So there you go, guys. Next week we'll be doing Christmas, and it's probably the only thing I am going to do for Christmas because I just haven't got time. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like my natty little idea. It took ages to come up with. I'm not so sure I like these letters, but they're there now, aren't they? They're all right. So I shall see you very soon because I'll be continuing the Timmy's Terrific Tome, which has turned out to be slightly more of a terrific tome than I even thought, and now getting it shut is becoming problematic. But there you go. See you soon. You take care of yourselves now. Have a nice weekend. Bye.